much more worth it in the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to build something that we could that I could pass down. Today we're having a design session for our Fall Winter 26 collection, and basically we're going through the lineup, which is all the illustration of all the looks that we've been working on for fall. So right now what we're doing is we're wrapping up our ideas and our concepts. Some stuff has been put into production already and some stuff is on the way. So it's kind of like a lot of moving parts around this collection, but so far everything is looking really, really sharp. So this is Diego. Diego's our designer. He just started working with us on this project, helping me develop the collection. Diego said it was good to the camera.
Yo, that's good.
Super talented artist, designer. Been working with me on trying to bring all the ideas to life. And having a designer for me is crucial because I don't really have that much technical skills. So having Diego here with me is super crucial because he's able to help me bring all my ideas to life and then able to add to those ideas. So these are the looks that we've been working on. So you kind of get a visual reference of what we've been working on. A lot of reiterations of some garments that we've done for our Fall Winter 25 collection. I wanted to keep that consistency and show that gradual growth and that gradual development of each silhouette. So started out with our main garments, which is our M65 jacket, our bomber jacket, and our vest. We've been doing the vest for a while now, and up until this point, this is kind of like a design that we've been working on and developing into. And our M65 jacket, and our bomber jacket, these are second iterations of those two. And then we kind of just build around that collection. So we bring in a trench coat, some more suiting here, and then some more technical suiting over here. And we also still have our workwear stuff too. I feel like my go-to is like military-based silhouettes or military-inspired silhouettes, and then I love how workwear complements that, or how workwear takes some details from that and kind of makes it their own, and then adding in just like some technical like suiting and stuff like that, and then combining all those things together and then just adding our aesthetic or like kind of our swag to that, I feel like is what makes SBC SBC. So the first iteration of those garments are right here. So this is the first M65 jacket that we did, this was for fall 25. So you have these 3D cargo pockets here that was like pretty impressive, but it gives off like that dope like M65 feel. And then you have these embroidery patch buttons here with magnets, and also on the sleeve straps and shoulder straps. This exaggerated collar right here. And you have your bomber jacket that follows the same details. You have your 3D pocket here, and you have the slip pocket openings there. You have your exaggerated zipper guard, collar. And you have this. So the vest, like I said, we've been doing for a while now, and I just feel like the vest just keeps getting better and better as we work on it. So up until this point, we've landed on a pullover, as it's always been, with a hood this time. Always go for this like V-neck opening here because there's no buttons or no openings, so to make it easier to get on and off. And this time we went with these removable pockets here. So these are like our main silhouettes that we kind of like go off of. So you have your, and this kind of like has created our form structure. So you have form 1, form 2, form 3, and everything else is kind of like based around those forms. So this shirt right here is a form 1 shirt, and it kind of has that long boxy feel. And this one is like the form 2 shirt, and it has this round cropped feel. So like even like with the suiting, I love like having the suiting here, but having the approach be like a little bit more technical. So we have like a technical fabric, have these cargo pockets, and you have the magnets with the embroidery. I think this approach is cool, and just adding that kind of like gritty aesthetic to all that, I feel like kind of like just brings everything together. I chose the title Street Soldiers for Fall Winter 25 because I felt like it was basically me looking back on the things that inspired me when I first understood what fashion was, when I knew fashion as a thing, you know what I'm saying? For as early as I could remember, those people, those figures that I was around that kind of gave me my sense of fashion, gave me my taste and different things like that. And I realized that they all had like this thing in common where they were like all like street dudes, you know? And I noticed like patterns, I noticed similarities between different figures. And one of the things was that they were always wearing some type of military inspired garment. And then I realized that that's kind of like where my love for like those type of garments came from. For Fall Winter 25, I wanted to like just revisit that, revisit those thoughts, revisit that idea, and basically try to imagine what that would look like today. All right, so today we are going through some of the first samples that we got in. So long story short, this is supposed to be our spring collection that we were gonna drop. But then I decided to just take spring and build off of that and just create one big fall collection. So since this stuff was already in sampling and almost completed, it finally came in. So today we're going through like some looks with these garments, and then we're kind of just building out building that into the fall collection. So today with us we got Morgan. So Morgan works with me on the brand. She's my partner in crime. She helps me handle everything for the brand. And she also has a good eye for styling. So usually all three of us, we work on the styling together to try to get it to where we want it to be for this whatever collection we're working on. So I'm gonna walk out through some of the pieces real quick of like some of the first like pieces that I really like that have came in. This vest right here. We have this bomber vest. This is the last one. Flag, gusset. And it fits like the fit. I felt like the shape of this was really, came out really good. And then we have this two-piece suit right here that I think came out fire. We got the embroidery button detail right there. And we also got the embroidery button here, longer. We got some dope details on this one. And then we also got these capris right here. I'm really excited for these. When I was younger, capris was a thing, but I haven't seen them done like properly since then. So I kind of wanted this to be kind of like a Japanese Toby pant mixed with like a capri. So I'm excited for these. I think these are gonna be fire. And I love these shirts, man. These shirts fit so well. Like, you know what I'm saying? These are just as Japanese poplin shirts. So the approach is always, obviously, this is like a Form 1 fit. And then we have like those military inspired like details, like the strap here. And then this time we have a two-way pocket, so there's a pocket here and there's also a pocket under this. So that's dope. And the fit is cool. You'll see as we run through some looks.
What's our goal for this? To get photos of all the looks?
So the goal is to basically the stuff that's here that can create one full look.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll see, you know what I mean, what details we want to focus on when it comes to the styling, and then we'll and we'll take photos, and then we'll start the board. So this coming fall, in February for Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, we're doing a presentation with NYMD, the CFDA, and Mercedes-Benz, which I'm super excited about. I think it's a dope opportunity to put some eyes on the brand and put us in alongside some other respectable names and organizations, companies within fashion, which I think is something that I've always wanted to do. Whoever we're associated with, whoever we work with, I want them to kind of like stand for the same thing that we stand for, you know what I'm saying, as a brand. I would definitely say, when it comes to running a brand and designing and making clothes and all that, seeing the samples is like the most satisfying thing. And then from there, putting in all the work to like shoot the lookbook and shoot the campaigns, like that's the most satisfying thing. And seeing like the final product is always the most like satisfying thing. Like I love just getting the samples, you know what I'm saying? Because then it's like, all right, cool, we got the samples, then we can start visualizing stuff a little bit better, building off of that, you know what I'm saying? Like a mechanic. I kind of love that.
I kind of like it though.
The mechanic
The
look?
blues look so nice.
So should we trademark this mechanic look? Who else is
Trademark
doing
it?
a mechanic look right now? Not worker, not workwear. Mechanic, specifically a mechanic.
This not gonna go together either. I don't even need a picture of this. Oh, you really like working at the post office now? You really like
Post office, eh?
Don't let me get a don't let me get a motherfucking USPS partnership, USPS contract to make USPS uniforms, nigga.
Shipping for all your orders.
Like what?
With USPS.
Partnership with USPS. Hit my line. We got uniforms for y'all niggas. You feel me? Y'all need to get right. Springtime vibes. You know what I mean, little wired headphones. I'm gonna give you the swag of a USPS officer. Officer, not an officer. USPS delivery mail person. Wired headphones, right? The little USPS cap to the side. This full look right here from SPC, and you're chilling. You're coming down the block, bro. You might have paparazzi following you while you deliver mail. Imagine that. That's the campaign. Listen,
Throwing newspapers.
paparazzi following and taking pictures of a stylish ass USPS delivery man.
Yeah, man.
So another thing, like, and this just goes down with like the struggles. Not really the struggles, but it's just like all the things that go on with like production. Sometimes they miss stuff when it comes to making samples or whatever the case is. But we have time again to fix this stuff in production. But there was supposed to be like a loop here. Supposed to be like a loop that kind of like visually looked a little bit better. It made this strap look more like utility. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of gives it that more of a utility visually. But they didn't put it. So for production, we could change that. But like we'll know that. But like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's like, you know, probably won't know that. And like I feel like this button could have been like a little further back so that we could have, you know what I'm saying? But that's something we could actually probably get tailored and get that done. But to be honest, like if we really need to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything.
it doesn't really do that much. But it can though. It could have a good function because I think that, for example, if we were to take this button, right? And this placement right here for this is perfect, but yeah, it could have been over a little bit more. But let's say we take this button and we, you know what I'm saying, do something like that. Now that changes a lot. You know what I'm saying, visually. Now that's changing the the shirt a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? This is Morgan. Morgan's been working with us for like a year now. What is it, Twin? It's a year?
A year.
It's been a year. Now Morgan been working with us.
I just reminded him.
Yeah, she just reminded me that it's been a year.
Yeah.
And basically, yeah, she's gonna be producing the show for us, amongst a bunch of other things that she's been doing for us. So, Morgan, pull up to the camera. Pull up to the camera.
I was ill prepared for this. What am I doing?
It's all good. Just tell the people how much you love working for SBC.
Guys, they're paying me to say how much. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, it's been a great year. I feel like I work in jewelry, but this has been a fun project outside of my regular job. It's been a lot of creative work, and it's been really fun getting to work alongside these brothers.
Yeah.
Very interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
But no, it's been great, and it's really inspiring and fun to see things, I think, built from the ground up and to be part of something that is gonna just explode within the next 5 years.
Yeah.
We'll say short term, within the next year and a half.
Yeah,
I feel
man.
like things will be so different.
See, she's not gonna tell you about all the chaos that goes on outside of the, you know,
I won't lie,
all those
though.
beautiful words.
It is chaos.
It's a little crazy, I ain't gonna lie, but we're making it work. We're passionate about what we're doing. I think we got something good going here. We've been building. It's year 5. Every October, I'm like, damn, another year. So it's year 5. But yeah, we've been building, steady building. And I think this right here is the new chapter of the brand for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I love how we're transitioning into the next collection and the next collection, and how everything's cohesive and everything makes sense. And it's like this story that we're just continuing to build out. You know what I mean? I really don't think that like the in-store experience shit, like, it's not dead, bro. Because I feel like sometimes you really gotta see shit in person. Like, you feel me? So whenever like I pull up to the store, like I love like being able to see like some garments in person. You know what I'm saying? Some brands that you fuck with. You know what I mean? Seeing the garments in person, seeing the quality of the shit. Like I feel like that shit is like it's like a lost art. one thing I learned with making clothes is that whenever you think of an idea, more than likely somebody else thought about the idea too. So like we're doing like a pant that has like a double like a waistband like this. And not that I didn't think that anybody did it, but it being on like a trouser, like a formal trouser, I haven't seen that. And lo and behold, I walk in and Margella has something very similar, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't deter me from like going through with the idea. It just shows me that, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of ideas are like kind of like just circulating, especially in fashion, you feel me? But yeah, it never deters me from like going through what I do, because it's all about how you do it and how it kind of like complements your brand. So I never be too worried about like things like that. To be honest, when I see certain things, it kind of like makes me feel like, okay, I'm onto something. You know what I mean? Especially when you see it being done by like big brands like Margella or something like that. You're like, all right, cool, I'm onto something. When we started SBC, like I knew for a fact, I'm like, all right, cool, this is what we don't want to be. I don't know what we're gonna become, but I know what we don't want to become. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's kind of like, that's low key like the way I was kind of like brought up too. You know what I'm saying? I never knew what I was gonna be, but I knew what I wasn't gonna be for sure. Like I ain't gonna be like that nigga. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I don't know where my trajectory is gonna look like, but I know I'm not gonna be like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's the same thing with the brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? We always knew what we definitely weren't gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And I think based on everything that we have going on, we are in a good, we're in a good path to like really make that vision come to life, you know what I'm saying? So that's the goal, like doing this presentation in February, New York Fashion Week, like that's gonna be big for us because that puts us on that trajectory, you know what I'm saying? It puts us in those conversations, it puts us in that lane, you know what I'm saying? So we can go down that path, you know what I'm saying? Down that road. And like I said, it's definitely much more difficult, you know what I mean? Definitely much more difficult, but I feel like we built for it, you feel me? Like it's just gonna take more time, it's gonna take more patience, it's gonna take, you know, just like a lot of learning, a lot of, you know what I mean, a lot of discipline. Building. It's gonna take a lot of discipline. It's gonna take a lot of things to get there. But I feel like it's gonna be much more worth it in the end. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to build something that we could that I could pass down. I want to build something that I could, you know what I mean? Like really. Say hi, my name is Yin.
Hi, my name's Jean.
Popular Jewelry's finest. You're hired, pull up Popular Jewelry, you ask for Yin, and she's gonna take care of you. I've been working with Yin for like 8 years now, you know what I'm saying? You're coming and get all your gold and all that. Yeah.